For me, Sonny is Sonny, and Sonny is a player that is a really important player for us, an important player. Sonny, but we are talking about a great player, fantasy player. And, we have an important number 9, but for sure I have seen that in the past Son played in this position. Honestly, Son I prefer to play like number 10, but in the position that now he's playing, and I like to have a point of reference as number 9. And Steven is working, and we are utilizing him also in this position in all the 3 positions of the striker. But this could be a good option in the day that I want to give a rest to Harry.
Hi, Antonio. Hey. Son has scored yesterday and also contributed your first goal as well. And at last press conference, you said you think Son is better at number 10 or at his own position at the moment. So can you tell me about what did you mean about number 10? Did you mean attacking midfielder or second top or free role midfielder, or what's your view or plan for Son, please?
Yeah, but for me, and with this system, we are playing with 2 number 10, and but for me, they are 2 strikers, and we are playing with a number 9 that is Kane as a point of reference, and then 2 players very offensively, like Sonny and Lucas. In the start 11, because behind we have Bergwijn, and then also Dele Alli, Giovanni Lo Celso, and Brian Hill. For me, Sonny is a really good player. He's a top player, and he's a modern player, and he's a good. He has great quality. At the same time, he's fast, he has a resilience, and he's strong. When you have all of these characteristics, it means that you are a top player. And Sonny has all of these characteristics.
Hello, Antonio.
Hello, hi.
Yeah. Son had his 300th game yesterday, and then makes him one of the most experienced player with Lloris and Kane in your squad. You always say you want to improve your squad, especially the young players. So can you tell me how Son is important for your squad, especially for his experience to young players, and what's the next step for Son, please?
Yeah, I think Sonny and we are talking about a really world class player, and I have seen him before to become manager of Tottenham. I have seen him only on TV, and he impressed me a lot. But when you have the possibility to train him to become his coach, you can see really the quality of this player, and it's fantastic. And because he had quality, but also run intensity, the resilience also. And I think that Sonny is a player that is a top player. We are talking about top player, not a good player. We're talking about top player, and for sure, I'll try to improve him, to help him, no, to improve. But we are talking about a player that now is already in an important level. He has to continue this way, and to have this anger, and to have this anger, this desire, because we need to have players with ambition. And if you have ambition, it means that you are never happy about your performance. You want always more, and I need of this player to improve the level of Tottenham. And Sonny is one of these players that can help us to do this step. Yeah, and for sure, I think in front we have three strikers, three important strikers, and Son, Harry, and Lucas, and then also Steven and Bergwijn is improving day by day, and also is showing me that he can be a good option. I think it would be very important to continue to improve this link with these three players, and to try to exploit at the best their characteristics. And we know very well that our in front we are very good. And for this reason, we have to try to exploit the situation that where you are important player. But I'm happy because these 3-4 players that we have in front, and they are totally involved offensively, but above all defensively. And this is good because we are a team, and the rest of the team, I think, has a great to appreciate the effort of the strikers without the ball. And that when we have the ball, we have to try to create a situation to exploit them.
My first question is about Heung-min Son, please. We saw his offensive contribution against Brighton, the impact it had on the game. How pleased are you that he's fully fit again?
Yeah, he full fit, and we are talking another important player for us. And Sonny is a top player, and his commitment during the game, but also during the training session, is every time at the top. And I'm very happy to have players like him, and he's a full fit. And in the game against Brighton, I tried to save minutes for him, because he was outside for 1 month and a half. But tomorrow he's available, he's ready to play. For sure, I have to be very good to manage him, because I repeat, he's coming out for a serious injury, but now he's okay, he's fully fit, and my expectation tomorrow to see a great game for him.
And have you got any concerns about Son or Romero having to play 3 games in a week?
Yeah, but we need of them, and yeah, I know very well that to play 3 games in 7-8 days could be not a risk, but yeah, take a bit of risk, but we need of them because they are important players for us, and especially behind at the back. Dai in this moment is out, and Romero has to play, and also Sonny. We need in front to have him because for us he's an important player, and I don't think that. I think that I'm not telling you a stupid thing. The importance, no, of these players for us, and yeah, they are going to play. It's very difficult, I repeat, to speak about only one player. Sonny was fantastic today, and Harry, I think that to speak about performance, Harry, what I have to tell and about him, that he was outstanding. But the two midfielders, the defensive line, the keeper, it was good. The people, the player that came in on the bench, for sure, when you win against Manchester City, it means that you played a perfect game.
You talked about the importance of having a good striker, and obviously you've got Kane and Son, who equaled the record for creating goals for one another in the Premier League ever. What do you think makes them so special as a partnership?
Sonny and Kane, and I always said that we are talking about two players very good, and a level, an important level, and my expectation when you have this type of player, in these two players, my expectation are higher, no, than other players, and I think Sonny and paid a bit the injury, no, the injury that he had, and it was serious injury, and to lose him for 1 month and a half wasn't good for us. Also because when you recover, you need a bit of time to be fit 100% and to have a good form, no. And now he's fit, Sonny, and I repeat, he's an important player for us. For us, there is a good connection between him and Harry, but also don't forget Lucas Moura is an important player, and now we have Dejan Kulusevski, that is young, but is ready for this league, and you have seen in a tough game that he can give us a lot in this season. And then there is also Steven Bergwijn. He had a little problem before the game against Manchester City in his calf. Now he has recovered. We have many games, and I need of all these players.
He's working hard, but it seems to be lacking in confidence in the final third. I mean, is that something you can improve, or does he have to find that himself?
Yeah, but it's difficult now to speak about single player, because in the last game against Everton, it was devastating, you know, and Sonny, and I think that we win with the whole team and we lose with the whole team, and for sure we have players that, for us, that are very important, no, and there are a couple of players that are very important for us, and we need to have always good performances. But Sonny, and I think he played a good game, and he tried to give everything tonight. Then there are games that everything go well, others that you can sleep. Tonight, no, he slept twice, and it was a pity, because it was too important situation that you can go towards the goal. But Sonny is a player that is a really important player for us, and he's a player that he can make a difference for Tottenham.
And don't get upset with me. How much do you need to get top 4 to keep Harry Kane? Because we're coming towards that time where everybody's speculating about who's going to buy who in the summer, and people will again, off the back of what happened here last summer, I know you weren't here, will speculate about Harry, and it'll be much easier to keep him if you're in the top 4. Is that in your mind as well, that as an added pressure?
But you know very well what I think about Harry, no? And Harry is a really important player for us. And if we want to have an hope and to try to fight until the end for this type of target, I think that this is the moment that I have to ask a lot to the big players, and I have to ask a lot to Harry, Hugo, to Sonny, and these players in this moment, and us to try to lead the situation and to try to keep us until the end there, and for sure, for us, in this moment, the experience is very important. We don't have a lot of experience in this team. And for this reason, and in this moment, it will be very important to ask the old players with more experience, the old players with great talent, to give everything, but much more than everything, because I think that they're giving everything, but 100% is not enough. We need to ask 120, 130%, and to try to continue to have this type of target. And it will be very important to have people with experience, with great talent, to lead us until the end, and to try to be very close, no, to reach this target. But for me, Sonny is an important player. He's a player that can move a result at the end, and can happen that a player can be in the best form, or in a period that is not so well, because I repeat, and we are talking about a player that every game, for me, is playing well. And it doesn't depend if a player score a goal or not. Okay, and for me the performance is totally. And but Sonny and is a player in my mind, in my idea, and also for his commitment that he has to start. And I don't have any idea to drop him, honestly, no. And it doesn't happen. And I'm not crazy to do one things like this.
You said the other day that you'd be crazy to drop Sonny. Was that exactly
Yeah, but it's always very difficult now when you have an important player. You know very well that during a season there are different periods, no? And sometimes you have a lot of confidence, and everything you try to do on the pitch you are able to do, and sometimes the confidence can go down. But the important player, the top player, is good to manage this moment. And Sonny, we are talking about a really player, very, very, very good, important player, but at the same time is a good person, and he suffers, no? He suffers if the performance is not good, but especially if we don't get 2 points. I think this must be our first things not to think to ourselves, but to think for the team. And I'm playing not so good, and this it's a pity for the team, not only for yourself.
Brilliant performance from Kulusevski, Kane and Son against Aston Villa. On current form, are they the best front three in the Premier League?
I think the whole team performed very well. Otherwise, against Aston Villa, that type of game away with that atmosphere was very, very difficult for us to win. For this reason, I tell you that the whole team performed very well. For sure, when you have Harry, Sonny, Deki in this form, is good for us. It's good for us because they are talented players, and but it's important to repeat the whole team, because the whole team lose, the whole team win, and we'll do the same next game.
Let me ask you about Son, as he scored the hat-trick in last game, and he scored 3 goals from 3 shootings, and also now he has 17 goals in the league. So as a manager who watching him every day, what do you think what is the reason? What do you think about his goal scoring ability and record? Can you tell me about that, please?
Yeah, but about Sonny, and I can I can speak only in enthusiastic way, because we are talking about a top player, but at the same time a real good guy, and he's very polite, and he's a fantastic guy, and also to have when you speak with him, not only about football, and he's good. I think that every record is important, and it's important to score 3 goals only if your team win. Because in the last game, if Sonny scored 3 goals and we lose 4-3, and the player can be happy, but the player has to think that first of all arrive the team, and for this reason we want to help Sonny to break every record, and it was the same with Harry Kane, but they know very well that the team comes before of the single goal. And but for sure, Sonny now is in a good moment of form, and is playing well. Don't forget that maybe 3 weeks ago, during a press conference, someone asked me to put him on the bench to give him a bit of rest. But to tell you that football change, no? Football change, and my answer was I have to be crazy to think to give rest Sonny, to put him on the bench, because we are talking about a really important player for us, and for sure we want to help him to break every record, to score more goals, but our first target has to be a target team, to try to finish this race in the best possible way.
Just let me ask you one more following question about that. Actually, you are said that already a bit. After his injury in January, he has some difficult time, but he came back stronger even than before. So what do you think was the reason for that? Is there any talk you gave him, any advice you gave to Son, or he did it, do you believe he did by himself, by his winning mentality? What do you think about that?
But I think that we are talking about a really good players, and I was sure, and it's normal after an injury that you need a bit of time, no, to recover the best physical condition, also to go into our idea of football again, and yeah, but I was sure because I repeat, and Sonny for us is a really important player, and now he's at the peak of his form, but he can improve, and my expectation that he has to give us from now until the end a big push, and to try to finish this race in the best possible way, and don't forget that 1 month ago I asked to my best players, more representative players, that now we need, the team need that this type of players has to take the important responsibilities, because that's role, and is important also for this.
Antonio, talking about Sonny, he always seems to be really happy, really smiling all the time. He looks like he's really enjoying himself. How important is it to have a player with that sort of disposition in the squad, when, you know, to sort of lift everyone around him?
I think for every single player is important to know the type of football, the idea of football that you are going to play with your team, and I think every coach has to try to find the right formation to exploit the characteristic of your players, and after 6 months that we are working with this formation, I think that now the players they know very well what they want. They know very well the options that they have when they receive the ball, the space that they have to go to occupy, and the change of roles that we can do during the game. And I think that in this moment also the player they're enjoying to play this type of football with this formation, and I think that with this formation I'm exploiting at the best the characteristic of this squad.
Just briefly, before you arrived, were you aware just how good Son was? I mean, we all knew about Harry Kane being a brilliant scorer. Did you realise just how good Son was before you arrived here?
Yeah, but honestly, I know these players are not from the past, no, because we are talking about players that they are known in the whole world, and for sure to work with these players every day, and you understand much better, no, and what you have in your hands. You can understand very well the specific characteristic of the players. Otherwise, if you stay outside, you understand that Sonny is a fantastic player, Kane is a fantastic player, the other players are really top. But only when you have the players in your hand and you start to work with them, you understand very well the characteristic, and try to work in the way to improve, no? To improve them and to exploit much more these character.
17 goals in the season. He's equalled his best total. He seems to be even more efficient. I mean, he was already a great player, but this season he seems to have that bit more. Can you talk us through how you felt within this season and how you feel about him?
But you know very well that we are talking about an important player. Sonny, his time with Tottenham was from the start until now amazing. He has to try to continue in this way, and yeah, because we need to improve, to continue to score, and it will be very important to finish the season with the good stats for every single player, but at the same time it will be very important to finish with the team in the best possible position at the end. If we are able to match both situations, it will be good for the players and for the club.
You gave Sonny a big hug when he came off, and you seemed to have a little joke in his ear with him. You had a laugh. Can you tell us what you said to him at all?
Yeah, but I gave him a big hug because after an amazing goal, my question in my mind was, but which is favorite foot, right or left? Yeah, because I think he scored a fantastic goal, and yeah, 3 minutes before, and then when I spoke with him, I said go for 5-6 minutes, still 5-6 minutes. That then I have to make a change for you. And I said to him, yeah, when you listen that I wanted to make a change, and you decided to score this amazing goal, yeah. But we are talking about a great player, fantasy player, and but it's important at the end of the season to celebrate a big achievement with the team. Otherwise, it remains only a personal success to score all these goals.
You mentioned earlier there about Sonny being such a team player, and when you hear him speak, he doesn't even care about how many goals he scores, it's about the team. Do you think that humble attitude that he's got, does that maybe stop people outside Tottenham realising just how top a player he is?
Yeah, I think that in this team, yeah, for sure, Sonny. We are talking one of the best players, in this team, and to score goal, to have a good performance, you need also of the team, because only one player can change the life of the team, and for this reason, I think that Sonny is giving a lot to the team. The team is giving a lot to him, to support him and to score goals. And but I repeat, we are talking about a really good guy. I see him every day, and he's an humble guy, and he's always with a smile in his face, and to be his coach for me is a great pleasure, is a great honor, and but as you know very well, it's important personal target, but the most important thing to try to match personal target with a great achievement for the team. In this way, your personal target become more important.
Heung-min Son needs just a couple of goals, or one goal I think it is, to win the Golden Boot. If you get a penalty at Norwich, will you allow him to take it rather than Harry Kane, so he gets the Golden Boot?
Before there is the interest of the team, and Harry Kane is our player that has to kick, and if there is this opportunity, and Kane has to kick and stop, And then I'm pleased for Sonny. He deserves to stay in this position, but don't forget the first interest is the target of the team, not personal target. Personal target become later. If we are good to match the both situation, I'm the first to be pleased, to be happy. But I repeat, and I know that Sonny, he thinks in the same my way, and because he's a really good guy, he's a smart person, a very intelligent person. I repeat, I'm the first person to be happy to have my player in my team to win the top scorer and the golden foot, no? Yeah, and I'm the first. But honestly, if you ask me to pick one of these two, yeah, you know which is my answer. Yeah, but I know also the answer. Sonny's answer.
It would be a miracle. You've achieved it. How does that feel?
Yeah, for sure. If we come back at the past, no, and yes, it was very, very difficult, no, to explain this exploit about Tottenham, and yeah, but we're enjoying a lot what we did, and for me, I didn't lift trophy in this season, and like in the past, no, like in the past. But if I have to be honest, and to see the path, and to see the difficulty, and to come in since November in a difficult situation with a team that they were struggling a lot, no, in a difficult league like the England league is very difficult. I think to reach to get a place in Champions League, I have to consider this a really big achievement for me and for my players, and also the club. I think consider this a big achievement, and after 2 years, and Tottenham is able to play again in the Champions League. For us, it's very important because the best players, the best coaches want to play this competition, this trophy, and yeah, we must be pleased for what we did.
And a word on Sonny. You had the team effort, but you also had Sonny got his award as well.
Yeah, but you know very well what I said to you during my press conference. No, I said okay, but before we needed to get a place in Champions League. Then, if there is the possibility to have Sonny and to become top scorer and in the league, we are very happy. And he scored twice, and I think he could score more. But at the same time, I want to underline the big effort that the team did for Sonny. And because and to see this for me, and I really appreciated the will, no, the desire of their teammates to help him to become top scorer. It means that there is a great atmosphere into the dressing room, and it means that the players are really a good person, not only good players. Yeah, we were good to match today, you know, these two targets, to get a place in Champions League, and then to allow Sonny to win the Golden Boot.